It is an absolute joy to see your faces. Every single face sitting there. Well, I guess your body's sitting there, but your face is with your body. So hello, how are you? I'm so glad that you chose to spend your time tonight with us. You could be doing a billion, trillion different things, but you made a choice, except for some of the PHP clients. You made a choice to come over and hang out with us. So that tells me that you got some health in there somewhere. Does that make sense?
My topic tonight is practicing spiritual principles in all of your affairs, all in all capital letters. I'm going to start it out by just saying this prayer real quick. So it says, Lord, make me a channel of thy peace, that where there is hatred, I may bring love, that where there is wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness, that where there is discord, I may bring harmony, that where there is error, I may bring truth, that where there is doubt, I may bring faith, that where there is despair, I may bring hope, that where there are shadows, I may bring light, that where there is sadness, I may bring joy. Lord, grant that I may seek rather than comfort, rather to comfort than be comforted, to understand than to be understood, to love than to be loved. For it is by self-forgetting that one finds, it is by forgiving that one is forgiven, and it is by dying that one awakens to eternal life.
The two things that you can hear me say most often is sit with it and how do you know and how does it feel? Those two things go together. So when you tell me you're angry and I ask you, how do you know? And then you go, well, Ted's an ass. And then it's like, well, how does that feel? And that's super annoying. And the reason I ask you that is because you haven't thought about it. And some of you that used to be with me every day haven't thought about it since you left. So I'm here to remind you that it's about the physiological feeling of sadness, not the story about sadness, because the right side of your brain doesn't care about the story.
Hey guys, how we doing? I want to share with you a little bit about my journey in recovery. You know, I think some of you know that I got 3 years last weekend, and it's been amazing. I was working with a guy. I had a guy that asked me to work with him, and he got sober at 16, and he was 22. And he had 6 years, and he fights MMA. But he asked me after a meeting, he's like, hey, can you walk me through some of this stuff? And can you talk to me? You've got this spiritual connection. You know, and that's what we all want. We find someone, when we talk to someone, we want to emulate what they have. You have what I want. And for some reason, I had something this kid wanted. And he's like, you just seem so grounded, and you're so attached to, like, this spirit realm. I don't get it. I'm like, you want to figure it out? Why don't you come out with me?
I am Sergio. I'm a human being. I'm not a lizard person. I've learned that today. But really, what I want to talk about with you guys is like something that's pretty important for me. It's unknown connections that we make. Living my life is spiritual right now. Like, this is crazy. I mean, I'm standing here talking in front of you all. You know, I could have been dead. Things could have been different. I don't know. I don't ask any more questions. I used to wonder everything. I was like, spiritual, prove it. Prove it. There's a God, prove it. Right? I stopped asking so many questions. Things have gotten a lot easier since I stopped trying to figure out everything. Because I'll tell you what, I still don't know shit. And it's great. It's great, because when I used to know everything, I was not living right.